Is Tuesday, July 22nd, aired out and about in Montpelier this morning. We've got an absolutely beautiful day. That's my friend Alice right next to me. Say hi, Alice.
Hi, how are you, everybody?
Yeah, I think everybody's doing well. I mean, how could you not on a day like today? It is just gorgeous outside. We're looking at a mix of sun and clouds both today, and real comfortable. I called this the pick of the week. 73 degrees for a high today. Perfect. Partly cloudy and cool again tonight. 48 degrees for the low. Last night was borderline chilly. See how quickly we can acclimate up here in Vermont. Wednesday looks like sunshine and 80 degrees. We're going to rebound right back to summer. On Thursday, 90 degrees and sunny. Friday, 82 with some thunderstorms. Saturday looks pretty good too. Partly cloudy and 83 degrees for Heritage Festival Week. Starting up tomorrow at Courier Park in the Granite City. It is going to be fantastic. It's just going to be great. Come on out for the food trucks, the live music. And of course, at around 3:30, the farmers market, all in Courier Park. By the way, Chris Powers going to be playing in Courier Park on the 30th of this month. Very much looking forward to that, and hopefully I'll be able to sponsor it. But anyway, the parade on Saturday, weather looks pretty good for that. Watch out for Aired Out in the parade and our booth that we're going to be sharing with Donnybrook Fight Promotions outdoors on North Main Street this weekend as part of the Heritage Festival in the Granite City. It's going to be amazing. Birthdays today. Quick shout out to Mark Haug. Love that guy. Carol Baker, Wendy Halley, Dave LeClaire, Ashley Vitagliano. No. Vitagliano. I knew I'd get it at some point, Alice. Sonia Foster, Damian Barnett, Jeremy Martin, Casey Mead, Jessica Ricker, and Dustin Bell, all on the birthday list today. Hey, we got a new presenting sponsor. It's JC Soft Wash of Williamstown. So excited to be partnered up with Jared. It's going to be a great relationship, and I am very much looking forward to promoting everything that he's up to, making things look shiny and new again. JC Soft Wash of Williamstown. Looks like Mountaineers and Newport tonight at Recreation Field here in Montpelier, and then tomorrow North Adams. So if you haven't been out to the ballpark yet, get out and enjoy it. Rex, of course, Friday night he'll be in Chelmsford, Massachusetts for his big fight. Looking forward to seeing how that's going to unfold. American Legion, it's where I'll be tonight at 5 o'clock as Aired Out and About continues to make its rounds around Central Vermont. Tune in tonight at 5 o'clock for a great interview as I sit down with Steve England. Also, tonight, I'll be having some more information on Aired Out about the Nodes Family Farm benefit. We'll have some updates, not only about sponsors, but also about what to expect on the 23rd of August. It's going to be incredible. But let's dive in this morning. My friend Alice Goltz here, you and I met, I think a couple of years ago now.
Yes.
And we actually had our first chat, our first conversation right here in Montpelier, just down the road at Capitol Grounds, right?
Capitol Grounds, yes.
Yeah, we sat out in the out on the sidewalk, and we shared your story, which, frankly, I have heard so much about. Even before I met you, I had people coming to me saying, you got to talk to Alice Goltz. You got to interview her. You got to hear this story. We're going to give an update on your story this morning. But first, basically, let's for folks that may not be familiar, Alice, with you, who you are, where you're from, and your story, give us a breakdown. You moved here from New York, right? Am I right?
Yes, I came to Burlington from New York.
Okay.
And then I had my daughter, and then I left Vermont because my daughter was taken from me.
Yeah. This is and then you came back to Vermont, obviously.
Yes.
This is a very, a very complicated and detailed story, we'll say, with great respect. There's a lot to unpack here. And frankly, the first time I met you, I'm like, man, we're just not going to be able to scratch the surface here in one podcast episode. That's why you've been on several times.
Yes.
But you moved to Montpelier. You've been here you live here in Montpelier. You've been here for a long time.
Yes.
All right.
I've been here since 2010.
2010. All right. So the bottom line is what now? You met a guy a long time ago.
Yes.
And the two of you had a child together.
Yes.
And what happened after that?
My daughter was taken into DCF custody.
Why?
They actually didn't say why, but it was because my disability.
And what is your disability?
Well, I have dystonia, and I have like a cognitive disability.
Okay.
Minor.
Yeah, it's very, very mild cognitive disability, and I just want to say, that the word disability is such a buzzword these days,
Yes.
and so many of us are finally starting to shift in our world that we live in the way that we think about that. The folks that I know who have, quote, disabilities, I look at as having more ability than so many of the rest of us.
Yes.
But you have a massive heart, and you're such a special lady. You gave birth to this beautiful little girl in the month of April.
Yes.
You named her April.
Yes.
And where was she born? Right here in Vermont?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whereabouts?
In Fanny Allen.
Fanny Allen. Okay. In Burlington.
Yes.
Okay. Shortly after she was born, you were in the hospital in recovering. And
Yes.
what happened?
And the day after I gave birth, 2 men came into my hospital room stating that they were taking my child into custody. And didn't give me any reason or anything the day after.
Did you have anyone representing you? Did you have a social worker or anyone that was at your side when DCF came in and took your child from you?
No, they didn't take my child. They just separated us.
Okay.
But I did contact my brother about what should I do. My brother's a lawyer in New York City.
Okay. So they separated you and April.
Yes.
Into what? Different rooms, or?
Yes, into different rooms, and I couldn't be alone with my daughter until somebody came in the room.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then there was an emergency court hearing.
Okay.
On that Monday.
Right after you gave birth. Okay.
Yes. And I was in the hospital, and my husband was at that court hearing.
Okay. What was said during that hearing? You're still in the hospital. What was said?
What was said was by one of the investigators was said that he never met a parent that did so much for the child. But he couldn't understand that did so much for the child even before she was born, where I took all these classes, and I was basically like prepared as any parent could be, because we don't come with manuals. But the father's mother was ordered to come up to stay with us, as she was deemed as responsible for the child.
What kind of classes did you take before your daughter was born?
I took Lamaze classes. I took parenting classes.
Okay. Any others that you could think of?
I took a class where a nurse came into my home.
Okay.
And then I was evaluated by Susan Yuan.
Tell me about Susan.
Susan Yuan is an evaluator, a psychologist for parents with disabilities.
Okay.
And she evaluated me.
And what was her findings?
That I can parent with supports.
Okay. We're live here this morning in Montpelier. Alice Goltz is my guest, returning to Aired Out. And listen, let's just say it like it is. When we're out and about, we can't always predict when there's going to be a weed whacker that's going to be right next to us. But there is this morning. So we're just going to, we got to let this guy do what he's got to do, making the grounds here look beautiful. But hopefully you can all still hear us. Are you still in touch with Susan?
Yes.
You
I
are?
call her once in a while, yes.
Okay, and where is she now?
She lives in Underhill.
Oh, so she's still here in Vermont.
But she doesn't do the evaluations anymore. She's 80 years old now.
Okay. So the bottom line is, the real bottom line here is that DCF took your daughter from you.
Yes.
And put her into foster.
Yes.
The foster program.
Well, she didn't go into foster care right away. Until like after the grandmother had left, which the grandmother was supposed to be there for a month, but she was only there for a week.
Okay, the grandmother being the mother of
The father.
the father. Okay.
Yes.
She was only there for how long?
A week.
A week. Okay, so then you're still trying to advocate for yourself here at this point, and then your daughter April gets put into the foster program.
Yes, and my attorney had got us both put into foster care together.
Oh.
Yes.
So you were able to be with April, living with a family.
Yes.
Was that here in Vermont?
Yes, we lived with a couple of families.
Okay. How did that go?
It was kind of hard at that time.
Okay. I mean, you've got an infant here or a toddler?
Yes.
I'm guessing that April is now, my guess would be what, around a year old maybe?
No, she was less than a year.
Less than a year. Okay.
Yes.
That's a stressful transition there.
Yeah.
That's when babies are starting to walk and get into things, and you got to be on your toes. And you were.
Yes.
So then what happens after that?
Then what happens after that, we go into the last home we went into. My so-called friend came up from Maryland saying she was a single mother too, and she said that she would take me and my daughter in to live with her and her two children. And so we went there
To Maryland.
at first, and then she moved to Virginia. We had to go there with her, and it was so hard for my daughter. She would cry a lot. with the moving back and forth because
So you went to Maryland first and then Virginia.
yes, and then we had to go to New Jersey because her children's father, her children, he lived in New Jersey, so they shared custody. So that was hard for my daughter. And then after that, she didn't want us anymore, and she gave us 30-day notice that we had to leave the home.
Okay. Then what happened?
So then DCF gave temporary custody to Virginia.
Okay.
Then there was 2 court hearings, and I wasn't on the court hearing in Virginia, not in Virginia, in Vermont, and I was on the court hearing in Virginia. And then when Virginia had told me that my daughter was getting taken back into custody in Vermont, my daughter came back here May 2nd, 2008. I came back to the state May 3rd, 2008. And May 5th, I walked into the courtroom, and my attorney had asked for a visit set up for the mother, and they said no. We didn't know the mother was coming, and judge ordered 5-day visits, and she was already placed in a permanent home as soon as I got there. So it was like a total setup.
Wow. Meanwhile, time is going by. Life is in motion here, and you become a crossing guard here in Montpelier.
Yes.
And how long were you doing that?
I did that here in Montpelier for about 10 years.
So you're seeing every day young children, you're guiding them across the street safely. How was that for you? I can only imagine what that must have been like.
It was a little hard. There was like couple of years when I first started. There was like this little girl. She was about the same age as my daughter. So I started giving her gifts and stuff, and I started to have a relationship with her, and I knew her mom, so her mom was okay about that.
Were you imagining at this point what April looked like, and did you know where she was living?
Yes, I did. She lives in Burlington.
In Burlington, okay. Were you able to have any visitation?
No. It was only letters and pictures.
Okay. Were you able to find out if those letters and those pictures were being actually seen by April?
Well, I don't really know all the things that she had got. I'd send them to the adoption registry.
Okay.
So I don't actually know what actually she got.
So we're going through all of these years, all of this time, and when fast forwarding maybe 8, 9, 10 years,
Yeah.
you're in Montpelier one day.
Yes.
And what happened?
Me and my friend Shanice, we were walking, and a woman called my name. So we turned around, and she said, April, this is Mommy Alice. Mom Alice, this is April. And we hugged and kissed. It was a happy, sad moment. Because even though they didn't want to give me a visit, God did.
So whoever this woman was that recognized you on the streets here in Montpelier
It was one of her guardians.
was one of her guardians.
I call them her guardians because I don't
Okay.
consider them as her parents.
Yeah, right. So you saw April at about age what?
She was about between maybe 7
Okay.
or 8.
7 or 8 years old. And you saw her for a matter of how many, minutes?
Yeah, maybe it was like 10, 20 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
And then me and my friend, we wrote a letter to the Council on Disability from Washington, D.C., and then they got in touch with Al Jazeera America and did a 3-part story on me, Dr. Susan Ewan, and DCF here in Vermont.
Yeah, and I've seen that. It's unbelievable. Were you able to retain any contact with April after that brief visit for minutes on the streets of Montpelier?
No, I hadn't been able to really have a real relationship with her. It was,
Other than mailing things and hoping that
yes,
she's able to see them. One of them was a storybook that you had put together,
yes.
which I've seen, which is amazing.
Me and my friend Bobby, we worked on this memory book so she would have her story of me and her. And I sent it out in November because I was hoping to give it to, hoping she'd have it to give her enough time to see it, but she didn't get it.
What was in that storybook?
It told from the beginning to the end, like exactly what had happened.
Including some photographs that
Yes.
you were able to gather and save.
Yes.
Okay. But you never actually knew whether or not April had seen that storybook or was read any of the letters that you had written.
They said that they sent it, they gave it to her, but I don't really actually
No.
know. Yes.
Okay. So all of this time is going by, Alice, and I can't imagine what you're going through, not being able to see your daughter grow up, have really any reciprocating contact with her, any kind of engagement. That's got to be extremely difficult. I
Yes.
can't imagine
It's been really hard
for a long time.
for a long time.
During this time, you've been kind of waiting for the day when April would turn 18 years old.
Yes, because I always wanted to tell her our story. I wanted her to actually know the truth.
Yeah. From your mouth.
Yes.
And not only that, but in addition to that, maybe also having some possibly, hopefully, some kind of relationship,
Yes.
regardless of what it is or what it would be, some kind of independent communication that you could have with her,
Yes.
with hope that there would be some back and forth between the two of you. There would be something.
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
And I think, it's a real fragile situation. It's very, very delicate for both of you because you got to take baby steps here.
Yes.
And, you know, you're trying to purge here. You're trying to make up on lost time, which is our greatest gift and our worst enemy at the same time.
Yes.
But you've got to, for both of you, you've got to play your cards right, and you've got to take, like I said, baby steps, and don't jump the gun. Just allow that relationship, whatever it turns into, to foster at its own pace.
Yes.
And not rush things. So I've had you on the air a couple of times. The first time here in Montpelier, the
Yes.
second time you were in the studio, which
Yes.
was, I want to say, wasn't that like March or April?
April.
It was April.
April 24th.
20 what?
April 24th.
Okay, and when is April's birthday?
April's birthday was on the 13th, and then I got this text from JD, and I wanted to find my daughter, and I felt like this was a sign from God telling me go on the show and try to talk to people, let them know my story to make it aware.
And you did that. You did that very well. You came on the air with me just days after April's 18th birthday.
Yes.
And you told your story, maybe in more detail than where we're going today.
Yes.
And what happened after that? That was just the end of April, a couple of months ago. What happened after that?
And then about 2 weeks after, I had got a phone call. I missed the phone call, but it was on my voicemail that April had called me because I sent me and my community worker. I was really disappointed. I was gonna resend the memory book, and they told me they could resend it, but it would still go to the home. She wouldn't directly get it, as the lady had misled me that they could send it directly to her when she was 18. So then me and my community worker, we just sent the gift card, and I wrote her a letter saying I'd be really sad if you didn't get the memory book, and telling her I've been writing to her for 15 years. And then when she called, she said she got the memory book and she loved it. It meant so much to her.
That's amazing.
That was the first thing. And then the second.
So that was right around the beginning of May, right?
Yes.
Wasn't that the day before Mother's Day?
Yes.
And you called me right away, and I literally had goosebumps all over my arms. I mean, we were doing everything on the air that day, including giving out your cell phone number, in hopes that someone listening would be able to maybe get the link to that episode to April so that she would contact you. And there was somebody that reached out to you and said, hey, I saw the podcast. Didn't they say, I know,
yes.
Didn't they say, and I know April?
Yes.
So you get this phone call from April with a voicemail?
Yes.
Saying she received this memory book that you've put together.
Yes.
Then what? So this is the day before Mother's Day. Then what?
Then the day after, I got a text saying from her, Happy Mother's Day, Mommy Alice.
Wow. Then what happened?
Then we did try to get together, but that didn't work out because she had to work late.
Okay. And then you got a birthday, your birthday, May 20th.
Yes.
There was more communication. She reached out to you and said happy birthday.
Yeah.
She's got your cell phone number now.
Yes. Me and my community worker, we hadn't heard from her, so we wrote her another letter, another text, telling her what I was doing for my birthday, that it was my birthday and what I did. And then she put a text, but this time she didn't say happy birthday, Mommy Alice. She said happy birthday, Alice.
Okay. Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Of course. I mean, I think it's fair to say you're blessed by, frankly, any communication that's coming from April.
Yes.
So that's right around your birthday, May 20th.
Yes.
Then what?
And then I write back to her, we were trying to reschedule another time, but we weren't, it just didn't seem to work out.
Okay.
And then I wrote her a letter telling her, I'd be supportive to her and be a listening ear, and it meant so much to her, as she was so happy that she called me Mom, which really meant the world to me.
Well, you are her mom.
Yes.
So, was there any communication after that?
Yes.
We're into the beginning of June now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where it meant the world to her. Where she said in the text that she wanted to talk about the memory book and whatever and anything else that was on her mind. And I was just being patient.
How difficult is that for you to be patient?
It's been a long road. Sometimes it's been ups and downs, where sometimes I just want to throw in the towel. But my friend Shanice and others had just told me to get back up and just keep going. And once I became at peace and God gave me the peace, the doors started opening up more and more.
I think there's a good number of people watching and listening right now, Alice, that would echo that and drop a comment of support and love for you to not throw in the towel, to hang in there. But again, tread lightly and go easy, baby steps. This is a lot of lost time here, and trying to make it all up quickly can go up in flames quickly. So it's so important to just let this relationship just be what it is.
Yes.
And she knows how to get in touch with you now. She knows where you live. I'm guessing she's got an email address, but she's definitely got your cell phone number.
Yes.
She knows where Montpelier is.
Yes.
She's still living in Burlington.
As far as I know.
As far as you know. She's been away on vacation for quite a while now. We're not sure if she's back yet.
Yes.
But here we are, approaching the bottom half of July, summer of 2025, and we've got a few more really beautiful months left before the snow flies. And this would be more than a dream come true for you to just be able to have some time with April, some real FaceTime.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to, we don't have to bite off more than we can chew right away. You would take 5 minutes, you'd take 10 minutes, you'd take 5 hours.
Yes.
If it was given to you.
Yes.
But that FaceTime is something that I think you're really hoping for.
Yes.
Just to be able to sit down together, look each other in the eye, and maybe April can learn more of the details about who you are.
Yes.
Your life, your history, and how everything unfolded. You coming to Vermont, you having a relationship with this man and having a child together, and then all of the things that transpired after that.
Yeah.
And just being able to have that conversation,
Yeah.
which is going to be, if it happens, is going to be a very private moment for both of you. And I'm hoping that someone, even me, anyone, can help make that happen and get you two together, even here on the State House lawn or anywhere where
Yes.
you've got some quiet time, maybe not with all the weed whackers that are going off around here, but maybe some quiet time somewhere where you can focus on one another.
Yeah.
And then maybe allow that to turn into another meeting where you're able to share some more information.
I know God's got a plan.
Do you really believe that?
Yes, I do. I really do.
This is, I was so happy to hear that she had reached out to you shortly after that podcast episode and the day before Mother's Day. I mean, that's huge, huge. And the
Yes.
day after Mother's Day.
The day of Mother's Day.
Or Mother's Day itself?
Mother's Day itself.
What's next, Alice?
I'm waiting till she comes back from her vacation, and she said she would give me some dates and times when it'd be convenient for us to meet together.
Yeah. But she's got your cell phone number.
Yes, and we've been texting back and forth.
There you go. That's the baby steps right there.
Yes. But I know I'm very thankful to God for all that He has done for me.
You have such a beautiful soul, a beautiful heart. You are such a remarkably strong woman. Everything that you did leading up to the birth of April, you were absolutely committed to following through with your responsibility of being not only a mother, but being the best mother that you could possibly be.
Yes.
There are others in our country, world, that might share a similar story like this and have had maybe some similar experience relating to what you've been through. As someone with a disability, no matter what that disability is, physical, cognitive, whatever, what's being done behind us in the State House to prevent something like this from happening?
I've been working with my legislator, Connor Casey, which we're working on a bill to help parents with disabilities. I'm also talking to Karen Topper to help me get in touch with the commissioner for me to talk to the commissioner of DCF. I also spoke to another legislator. I can't remember her whole name. Her name is Keisha, and she's on the Judicial Committee, and she said that she would like me to testify at the State House.
Testify about what?
About what happened to me and what happened to also I know a woman that she used to work for DCF, but she left DCF and she was working with a parent with a disability, and they would not let her go in the courtroom to advocate for the mother. And then I told the legislator that because she told me that the guardian ad litem had come to the home and asked the parent, not the parent, sorry, asked they were foster parents if they were going to adopt the child, and the husband had said no. The goal is for reunification for the child to be with the mother, and the guardian ad litem had said she'll never get her child back, and then they moved the child to another home, and my friend was and her husband was still helping the mother, and then eventually she did get her child back. But it's very terrible that that people have control of other people's lives, and I'm just advocating to help other parents not go through what I went through.
Other parents with disabilities.
With disabilities.
Okay. Is there a bill that's being created
Yes.
that's being worked on right now? Is it Connor Casey that's drafting that?
Yes, Connor Casey's drafting that, and I also shared the link about my show with Connor, so he can share that with other legislators.
Has he seen that? Do you know?
I don't know if he actually has seen it, but we have talked about it.
Because this is the third time, Alice, that you've been on Aired Out.
Yes.
To share your story.
Yes.
And we're making some progress with connecting you and April, but that's one side of the story.
Yes.
The other side of the story is, like you just said, advocating for others to prevent this from happening to others with disability.
Yes, because there's like when I had my Al Jazeera report, there's like 80% of it says 80% of parents, they use this as a strike against parents with disabilities, and it's happening in 37 states. So just trying to get the word out.
37 states?
Yes.
So, listen, the last time I had you on the air, I said something that was very unscripted, and I can get myself in trouble pretty easily, Alice, especially when you're doing a live podcast. But I don't necessarily know how to put this perfectly into words in a way where someone's not going to be offended or take it the wrong way or take it out of context, but I will attempt again right now, just like I did last time. The feeling that I have is that there are people in this world that, for a whole list of lots of different reasons, whatever they may be, we could sit here and list them off all day, but there's people that just maybe aren't fit or prepared or set up to accept the responsibility to be a parent. Giving birth to someone alone that's biological, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being a parent, that's a noun and it's a verb. To parent someone is a big job. It's a ton of responsibility. Even one kid. I only have one kid, Alice. And that's plenty for this old fella. It's a lot of work every day. I don't know what I would do without Sherilyn helping to parent. It's a big job.
Yes.
But not everyone, when they give birth, is mentally ready to be the best possible parent that they can be. Maybe they've got some issues that are in their way. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe who knows what it is. But yet they still are allowed to have their kid or their kids and have more, and not really make or be able to make the best personal sacrifice that they need to do to be a better person so that they can be a better parent. And residually, we see that effect come down right through the child and through their brothers and sisters, if there's multiple children. And we see that cycle. And I see it. We all have seen that. I think you know the gist of what I'm trying to get here. I know I'm rambling. But then I think about you.
Yeah.
That not only are you a good person, a beautiful person, but you were so committed to being that best mother that you wanted to be for that one kid. Totally, utterly devoted and committed. But that opportunity was interfered with and taken from you.
Yes.
From others that felt that they knew better.
Yes.
Or that they had the best interest of your child more than you. And that's wrong.
Yes.
There's plenty of people out there that are just they're not great parents. Let's just say it how it is. And here's you, willing, able, totally able to give love, support, encouragement, discipline, structure, I could go on, to your child that was stripped from you.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we need to do better in our state, our country. But here in Vermont, this story has got to be brought more to the surface. This situation with advocating for people with disabilities to have that opportunity to be a great parent
Yes.
needs to not get dusted under the rug anymore. Whatever this bill is, whatever, you'll find out for me what the name of the bill is,
Yes.
the number of the bill, all the details in this bill. Will that be introduced to the legislature this winter?
Yes, it will.
Okay. You're going to get me the info on that bill.
Yes.
I'm going to reach out to Connor again.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll come on the air with me.
Yeah.
But we're going to make sure as many Vermonters know about this bill as possible. And we're going to do all we can here at Aired Out. And folks watching and listening are going to do all that they can to read this bill, to understand this bill, and to push and advocate for all folks in Vermont with disabilities to have the opportunity to be the great parent that they can be.
Yes.
Next up is hopefully some more contact from April.
Yes.
You're going to let me know,
Yes, I will.
as you have in the past, and we're going to see what happens.
Yes.
Baby steps, Alice.
Baby steps.
Your heart is full. So is mine. So is the hearts of people watching and listening this morning here in Montpelier and all around our state. Please give this lady love, encouragement, and support with your comments. The sun is bright. It's hard to see and read the comments that are coming in right now with the camera being so far away. But you're going to go back and you're going to read all the comments on this. And if anyone wants to get in touch with you personally, you'll have the opportunity through the comments here to put your cell phone number down, your email address, whatever. But you're on Facebook.
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
Alice Goltz.
Yes, Alice Goltz.
Goltz.
TZ. Yes.
Okay. Let's get some more contact with you in April, and let's get something going here in the next couple of months. The texting is great.
Yes.
It's a start.
It's a start.
But I think fair to say you would love to maybe shift gears here and maybe have some FaceTime with April.
Yes, but I'm thankful it's more than what I had before.
It's a lot more, Alice.
So I just went out on faith, and God walked right beside me.
Yep. She's 18 years old now.
Yes.
She's her own person.
Yes.
In the eyes of the law, she's an adult now. She can make her own decisions independently. I'm hoping that something will progress here for you on a real personal level. I really do, Alice. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're here today.
Thank you. And thank you for everybody that's watching this show.
Thanks all. Give this lady some love. She needs it. God bless.